It's happened time and time again. You're completely lost in thought. Your head's in the clouds. You're zoned out until you realize that, hey, someone's been talking to you this whole time. What is she even talking about? You are AFK. This same scenario has happened so many times in my life, it's honestly kind of embarrassing. And fixing it has been such an improvement on my quality of life. If you're anything like me, you've probably spent a good chunk of your life just daydreaming, not really living your life, but pretending to exist in a fantasy. This is an awful way to live your life, and I'm going to show you how you can actually start living rather than merely existing. It all comes down to a lack of presence. Presence is this strange concept that refers to your level of awareness of your surroundings. When you're not present, you're always zoning out, you get lost in thought and you find yourself daydreaming all the time, as if you were like watching your own life from afar. In contrast, being present means that you are fully immersed in your life. It means that every experience is rich and full of sensation, instead of it just being another event. The good news is that you don't really need anything special to become more present. But first of all, why are we not present anymore? For some people, it's a way to escape their pain and trauma that they've had in the past, and that they haven't dealt with. By distancing themselves from reality, they can get some relief, so it's a coping mechanism. The irony of it is that it doesn't really allow them to move past their problems. So by escaping from them, instead of facing them head on, they might avoid some suffering in the present, but this suffering is prolonged indefinitely. For most other people, though, technology is at fault. With so much entertainment available at our fingertips, at any moment we can just choose to shut off our brain and watch an endless stream of content or play an abundance of games. So whenever we're slightly bored of what's around us, we're in the habit of shutting down and zoning out. This is why we see so many people who struggle to focus in even the simplest of tasks, because everybody's in the habit of just shutting down when bored. Being present doesn't mean having no thoughts. It means being aware, not just of your physical surroundings, but of your own thoughts and emotions as well. So how can we reclaim our presence? First of all, you need to get off of social media. It isn't worth it, especially short-form content like TikTok. It does not enrich your life in any way. It only makes the rest of your life look so much duller. You might say that there's good educational content out there, but for most people, that's really not what they're watching. You need to be mindful of how you choose to spend your time. That is to say, you need to actively choose to do things instead of doing them on autopilot. You also need to start practicing meditation. In a nutshell, meditation is all about focusing on sensations. And when thoughts arise randomly, you notice them, but you don't get carried away by them. It's pretty much like a workout for your presence muscles. Spend some time outside, with no music and no entertainment. It turns out that we really do need to touch some grass. Something very interesting about presence is that it's actually one of the pillars of happiness. From a scientific standpoint, it enriches your life in a way you can't even imagine. So be present, take some breaths, and touch some grass. This was Hyperstrand, and have a nice day.